kind of highlight the things we might want to, consider priorities for next year, and then schedule a work session.
Okay. All right.
When we get after Labor Day.
That's all I have.
All right?
Thank you.
And Mike, just one of the things you mentioned about was it the land acquisitions? Or
Town-owned land.
Town-owned land?
Oh, you were
I
gonna
believe
make
that's
a
already
comment.
gone out to the committees. I
It's
know
already
we
out,
have one.
it's already out there, it's a very cumbersome process.
Oh, I know. But we already took some steps. I think there's even been some,
Took steps concerning the price of land, the determination of value of land.
maybe Steve can help me remember, because we had this discussion, you brought up where, what's the little joke place?
Joker's Wild.
Joker's Wild.
Yep.
I don't know if they ever came back to us.
Never came back to us.
They never came back.
They never came back.
We had a
Okay.
No, they
proposal
weren't
for
spending
them,
any
as to,
money,
you know,
no one wants to spend.
We
any
did
they
do
didn't
a
want to spend the
proposal.
money in order to do
Okay.
it. I mean, we weren't overly concerned about the price we were gonna get for
I
it.
agree, yeah.
But
I
that's,
think it was Steve's recommendation was even if we didn't get anything.
it's all, but they had to resurvey.
Yeah,
the
right
land.
now they have a free sidewalk, see, so.
Okay, I just wanted to know where I don't think we ever really ended it, that's all.
Well, it's
If we
coming,
put
it's
it
coming
out
back,
for bid-
it's
if we
coming
put it
back.
out for bid and someone else express an interest in it, they may have another interest.
It's coming back because your policy says that it comes back in the summer of every year, so it's coming back.
Okay,
But no,
Thank
that
you.
one there, the ball was put in their court, and
Right.
all they had to do was come back with and they committed that night to
yeah?
talking into it and doing it, so.
Maybe they need a reminder.
Thank you.
Mr. O'Leary?
Nothing other than, again, publicly welcoming Mr. Delaney back to the board, and look forward to another 3 years with you here. I don't know if I'll be here for 3 years, but I know you will.
That means you're running.
Other than that, nothing else, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Welcome,
Thank you.
Mr. Delaney. And thank you for the support and help that you've given me over the past
You
year.
may want to read that before you say it. Greg, what I handed him was that ratification that you wanted us to make tonight under old and new business?
That shouldn't have found its way in there. I'm surprised that
Yeah, that's
wasn't
Oh,
there.
that's why I did.
That should be
okay.
a subject for executive session
All right,
discussion.
it was
and
before executive session, so that's why
My
I,
staff boo-booed by putting that in there. I had to pull
they
it out.
ordered it number 10 before.
Should not have been in there.
All right, I just wanted to make sure.
That should be a discussion for executive session.
Okay.
So basically, again, thank you, and I want to thank all the board members for supporting me last year and thinking, being confident in me to chair the committee going forward for another year.
Thank you for doing it.
I did attend the Veterans Benefit on Sunday, and again, I thought there was a good turnout. There were a lot of different faces there. I think that's a whole, another group of support. And I think our Veterans Director is doing a fantastic job of supporting the veterans and attracting a support team for them. I mean, she is like all over the place and just doing an amazing job with lots of energy. And it was a good turnout. I would like to just bring to the board's attention that we have town meeting, as you're all aware, coming up. We did have board article assignments. Greg rattled off some numbers tonight for some of those articles we didn't have the last time around. So if you didn't get them, and they're one of the articles you're assigned to, check with Greg, make sure we have the appropriate information. Anyone needs help putting a presentation together, and we don't need presentations for every article, but
Good.
those critical ones, need help.
Animal one.
The animal one.
Give me a call, I'd be glad to help you.
don't have
I'd
good
like to get them all
experience
in the same kind of format, if at all possible. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session for the purposes of discussing collective bargaining.
Right.
Anything else on there that I missed?
No, sir, you got it.
Should be collective bargaining and,
Litigation strategy?
No,
Potential litigation.
property negotiations, lease value, or purchase of real property.
Did you add that?
I am adding that right now. Okay?
And we will not adjourn for the purposes of, we'll come back into public session for the purposes of adjournment. Mr. Prisco.
Mr. Chairman, I move to enter into an executive session for the purposes of collective bargaining, litigation, and the discussion of purchasing property. Such discussions in open sessions have a detrimental impact on the town, and further, the Board of Selectmen will return to open session for the sole purpose of adjournment.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Prisco, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Mr. O'Leary.
Aye.
Mr. Prisco.
Aye.
Mr. Delaney.
Aye.
Mr. Yule.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. Take a 5-minute break while the video team shuts down.
And
Good night.
Thank you, Bob.